live on the web, District Attorney Steve Cooley comes out swinging against 8 Bell City officials today. They're now in custody and charged with corruption. He says they used the city's coffers as a piggy bank, as he put it. They raided it at will. KCAL 9's Dave Lopez downtown live with more on this still developing story. Dave?
David, and the DA minced no words in making the announcement of this indictment. Now, this had been going on, this investigation, very quietly since last March. Then it picked up some steam when the LA Times revealed the outrageous salaries, in their words, of what some of the Bell City Council members and Robert Rizzo were making. And then everyone was waiting for the shoe to drop. Well, it dropped. To those who had been following the Bell investigation closely, wondered when the hammer was going to fall. Today, it did.
Today, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office Public Integrity Division filed criminal charges of misappropriation of public funds and conflict of interest against Robert Rizzo.
The one-time $800,000 a year city manager is now behind bars. Bail $3.2 million. Arrested along with Rizzo, 4 members of the current Bell City Council: Mayor Oscar Hernandez, council members Teresa Jacobo, Luis Artiga, George Maribel, Rizzo's assistant Angela Spacia, one-time Bell City Councilman Victor Bello, and George Cole, long considered to be the godfather of Bell politics, who openly bragged, according to sources, that he is so well connected that no one would touch him.
Mr. Cole's being booked right now.
And he said he welcomes this investigation. Was there any difficulty in going after George Cole?
Not that I know of. Any difficulty going after George Cole?
So all the political ties that he said he had was full of baloney?
I didn't hear him say that. But you know what? Here's the deal. I challenge the defense attorneys and defendants in this case to go to a speedy preliminary hearing. Let's get all the evidence out there regarding the conduct of each of these individuals. They're going to make statements about this and about that. Let's go to court.
Cooley had some harsh words for Rizzo.
Rizzo, acting as the unelected and unaccountable czar of the city of Bell, secretly set his own salary. He misappropriated substantial pay and benefits by increasing each of them through a series of actions that no one approved of and few, if anyone, knew about.
Rizzo and the other 7 defendants are currently behind bars in what is called keep-away status for their own protection, away from all other inmates. And they'll be in court sometime tomorrow. Their bail is high. For Rizzo, $3.2 million. The lease bail, $145,000 for Artiga. And there is a caveat to posting bail.
We have asked the court that no one be allowed to post bail until there's an opportunity to examine the source of the bond.
According to one bail bond expert, that could be hard to do and could take a couple of days in court. And Cooley had this message, that he's playing no favorites.
I would charge my mother if I had evidence against my mother.
That was in response to a question Cooley was asked. He is running for state attorney general, and they asked if he's doing any of this for political reason. It was a terse no, and then came the remark about he would arrest his mother if the evidence pointed that way. One other thing here today, Mr. Rizzo faces 53 felony counts on charges that allegedly go back to 2005. And all the arrests, we are told, were made quietly. Rizzo was in the back alley where he lives in Huntington Beach. And Hernandez, however, they had to use a battering ram to knock down the front door at his Bell home. Mr. Cooley said he was a little tardy in answering the call. Reporting live from downtown Los Angeles, Dave Lopez, KCAL 9 News.
All right, Dave, thank you. Well, this scandal, as you can imagine, has been causing a lot of anger in the city of Bell. For some, that anger has now turned to relief because they believe today's arrests are going to bring some justice. KCAL 9's Stephanie Abrams live at Bell City Hall, where some residents have been celebrating today. Stephanie?
They certainly have, Sandra. There has been relief and just absolute jubilation here outside City Hall as residents feel that they've just won their long-fought battle for justice. Longtime Bell residents sang and danced in front of City Hall when they heard of the arrests and criminal charges filed against their former city manager and former and current council members. 8 in all charged with corruption to the tune of $5.5 million in public funds.
Thank you, Jerry Brown. Thank you, Steve Cooley. You guys did the right thing, and we will go ahead and continue.
It's happy birthday for the community and for me too.
And this is one of the happiest days of my life other than getting married and having my children.
The councilman who wasn't arrested, Lorenzo Velez, says he feels vindicated with proof that he was never part of the corruption.
The district attorney didn't mention me on the indictments, so finally the truth is out. Finally, our community can start the healing process and we can move forward.
But residents say that can't really happen until they see former city manager Robert Rizzo and his alleged co-conspirators convicted.
We want them to pay for what they stole from their city.
Jail. If I stole from you, what do you think?
They're going exactly where they deserve to be.
As for the current council members arrested, Velez points out they can't yet be forced to step down.
I won't be surprised if they post bail and they show up in a council meeting. You never know.
The interim chief administrative officer here, Pedro Carrillo, released a statement earlier today saying given the sheer volume of charges against the former city manager and assistant city manager, he says it's clear they were at the root of the cancer that's afflicted the city, and he's promising to redouble efforts to restore order here. Reporting live from Bell City Hall, Stephanie Abrams, KCAL 9 News.
All right, Stephanie, and former city manager Robert Rizzo was taken into custody at his Huntington Beach home today. That's where KCAL 9's Orange County reporter Michelle Geely is with details on that arrest. Michelle?
Dave, DA investigators from Los Angeles County are still here inside of Robert Rizzo's home, going through paperwork, examining this place room by room. And this home on Lake Street, which isn't far from the Huntington Beach Police Department, is also attracting looky-loos, people who've either heard about this case or those who have worked for the city of Bell or still do and wanted to come by here to celebrate. At least a half dozen police officers from the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, some in gloves and bulletproof vests, sifted through evidence at Robert Rizzo's Huntington Beach home today. The former Bell city manager was arrested here this morning in a surprise raid. Neighbor Randall Lyford was on his upstairs patio watching it all.
Yes, ma'am. I did see his face. He was very scared and shaking like a leaf.
Another neighbor who asked not to be on camera saw law enforcement lined up in the back alley. Rizzo was pulling out in his black Cadillac when cops surrounded him and slapped the handcuffs on.
Because he wasn't in a hurry or anything. He's just cruising down the alley, and then there they were. So, yeah, I'm happy. I think he got what he's deserving.
Well, I'm just sightseeing today, coming by to make sure everything's okay at the Rizzo residence.
As the investigation went on inside, there was a small celebration outside. 3 Bell police officers, past and present, came to see where Robert Rizzo was arrested. James Corcoran says he blew the whistle on the former city manager last year.
It is a day of reckoning and certainly a good day, so long overdue, but I appreciate everything the DA's office has done today.
Now, Rizzo's black Cadillac is still in the back alley. On the front seat of his car, a bag of vitamins. The windows are rolled down. In the back seat, a baby's car seat. That's the latest live today in Huntington Beach. I'm Michelle Geely. Back to you.
All right, Michelle, thank you for that. And stay with KCAL 9 News and KCAL9.com throughout the day for the very latest on the Bell salary scandal arrest. We will bring you the latest developments as they happen.
Well,